Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Captain of Industry. Okay, so I've made a few small tweaks to our nuclear setup over here. I've added some additional water storage, which I'm hoping we can kind of get full over time with these guys, but they will be a bit of a problem. And I've also linked that up directly to the emergency water provision, which I'm kind of thinking is not the right thing for us to do. What I'm going to do again, I'm going to make another small change here. I'm going to get rid of that one. We'll do a quick remove there, and I'm just going to run that directly out from that side so that we've got this as emergency cooling buffer any time. That's basically the plan that I have here. So let's do that. Do a quick deliver. Do the unpause over here, and that should now run water directly into there, but it should also over time fill this up, and once that's filled up, we will have always have water available for emergency. And this thing, when this guy is less than half, we can have a notification come on. I wish we could give it a separate message, but basically, oh, you should not be importing, exporting. Well, you could be importing, but you should definitely not be exporting from over here. And what I actually want us to do is make sure we keep that one nice and full. So that one needs to be full, can't export water from over here. So that would at least mean that we would always have emergency cooling water supply separate from all the others that we've kind of got linked up together at this point in time. But all in all, that should work well. What I also think we should be doing, and I've set up a little bit here so we can get some filter media coming this way. I think we should be running the other option here so we can use the sludge to create digestate and further fertilizers from this process. Now, how much? So you take 160. If I unboost it, it's 80 only. So we do need at least 2 of these guys, actually. So I'm kind of thinking we need an extra setup here. We need an extra setup. So let's build another one. Let's clone this guy. We're going to. Are we going to flip it around? Right? Am I going to do this? And we're going to tie it in together this way. Yeah, I think so. I think that's what we're going to do. At the same time, we can do that. Let's not get that all sorted out. Let's unpause this one. Now, from here, we can also... So we'll need to do at least 2 of them. Then let's get the slag out. Well, let's set up the right process here this time. So we'll go with this one. This is going to be sludge, right? Yeah, so sludge is going to go out there. Sludge goes into what? Yeah, it goes into this guy. So for the time being, we may have to set up a little something separate for this. Won't be able to run it off that way, but we could... you know what? I'm going to put it right over here. Okay, and what we'll do is we'll run sludge that way. That's going to be good. We'll run sludge this way once we do the other setup. In the meantime, we also need to run water to a number of places. So water is going that way. This thing isn't full all the time, so it's okay. Let's connect our water up there. Okay, and let's make sure to unpause that. So we'll get our water connection in here. That's going to be good. Anything else? Okay, we are bringing in some of this. So this only does like 12 and every 60 minutes. So this is again slightly less problematic one. We can tie it off from over there, run it under there, and run it over the top of everything to this side. Yeah, probably probably worth our while doing that. So let's do this. Something like that, right? And then what I would like us to do is slowly get it over the top of everything. And please don't do that. Can we please get you? That's not at level 3. So why are you? How quickly can we get you up to level 3? If we do up to there and then we tie you in that way, that should work. And what I just need to do is unpause this thing so the entire thing doesn't stop working. Then we should be able to get that all set up. What we will need to do is we'll need to run the filter media in the other direction though. Now will we run? I don't think we need to. We can just run it under this way. So let's get some filter media going. How much filter media does it actually need? It needs 6 every 60 seconds, so really slow. So we can just do the standard U-shaped conveyor, run it out of here. Oh, beautiful. That's going to be lovely. We'll just tie that in there. And then I can slowly start kind of unpausing it and getting everything built. So that's okay. So let's unpause all of the construction pieces here so that we can at least start running things a little bit better. Our power should hold for the time being. That should add more water to the supply. And I think that will be enough of the chlorine being produced, because at the moment we're filling this stuff up all the time, so it's not a big deal. I will do a quick delivery for these 2 pipes because I don't know how they should have been reachable. They should be reachable. The rest, however, we can slowly get to work. Okay, what we are, however, not necessarily planned. We can do it across that way. We can do a little bit of a piece this way and that way. That should help things out a little bit in this location and get the treatment done, and we can remove the boost at the same time and all these kind of things. Okay, our maintenance is doing an awesome job. I am contemplating dropping this one. So let's remove that and see if that does anything for us. Wow, we run through that fairly quickly. We should be able to maintain it, guys. Let's keep an eye on that. Wow. Really? We're struggling as much with it? Okay, well, let's switch that back on again for a while. So we get our maintenance up and running, and I'm going to build 2 more of these guys. Absolutely going to build 2 more of these guys. If I do that, I can slot one of them in here and one of them in there. We will also unpause these for construction. Make sure we select the right tool for the job. We will get our flat conveyor connections sorted. There and there. And we will run it from this side also. Like so and like so. So get that all sorted out. We need to do the same thing on this side, of course. That and that. I do like playing with the pause on because so many times you just want to do something slightly different to what you've been doing or what you've planned, and you only kind of realize that after you've laid a few things down. So there we go. That should work. We need more people, which we can surely get. We've got more room now. So let's get a few more people to come and join the team so that we can set up this, but that should help us out. I'm hoping that will maintain a proper maintenance regime when we drop the other one. This one dropped off for some reason. We didn't run out of power, did we? Is this one not doing a good enough job? I think this is fine. I don't know why it drops off, but I think we could potentially add an extra one to the mix here. Probably worth our while to start doubling up on that. Now we've got some more workers coming in, so let's go ahead. Let's get an extra one of this going. It may be super necessary for us to do that. Now, I'm almost tempted to do it this way instead and run. This is just steel coming in here, yeah. So we're trying to keep that nice and full. Can we run something through there? We can. So probably let's do it. Let's do it. Well, so we should be able to do it on that side as well. Okay, let's do it here. Yeah, but there's not enough room there. So we'll have to give it a little bit of extra room. Yeah, so let's do that. And what I will do is I will split this one off over here and run it into there. Please unpause this so we don't end up with issues. And what we'll also do is we'll run a separate steel one out of there. Yeah, that's basically what I'm after. So let's unpause that. Let's unpause this one and let's unpause that one. We'll get all of that built and then we should have more maintenance 2 being produced as well. Population is looking pretty good. Our maintenance 1 should be nice and ongoing all the time. And then once the maintenance 2 is ready over here, which should take too long, then we'll reduce the maintenance reducer again, or take off the maintenance reducer again. This thing should be up and running and working. And sludge should be... Oh, this thing is fully loaded on the sludge. Okay, now, with a fully loaded on the sludge thing, is we need to move stuff... oh my! Fully loaded on the fertilizer as well. Okay, so let's make sure we head ourselves off on all of these things and use more of our fertilizer. Okay, now we should be okay using our fertilizers over here. Now, is this guy using the sludge or what is it doing? Digestate and plus water gives us fertilizer. So that's the thing we're doing over here. This is giving us digestate over here. Okay, so we need, but it could also do the sludge thing. So we could just feed it straight into here, right? Could we say you can do both? If I do that, aha. So we can do some extra storage here and then we could run the sludge in on the other side. Awesome. I like that. That's good. That's good. That's now a good use of the stuff we've got going on here. So what I'd like to do is run it right next to this. Okay. This needs to be sludge. No. That needs to be sludge. I'll set up a link so we've got a truck that constantly runs sludge back and forth. I think that's gonna be the way we're gonna do it. I would like this to be, yeah, this, come on. Can you please go up a level? There it is. That's the one I'm looking for. And stay on top of it, guys. Now if I do that, that'll work. That'll work, and that'll work. Okay, so that should do the trick. We should be able to get that running, and then these guys can do sludge also, and we have a use for the fuel gas over here. So that's good, and we've got some extra fuel gas ready to go. So that should work really. Am I paused? I'm unpaused. Huh? So let's get that built. There's something not quite right with the sound. It's not the end of the world though, but it should be okay. Now the sludge. Oh, the sludge is being. Where is this going? Where is this vehicle going? Can I follow it? Can I like pin it or follow it or something? I want to see. Is it going to dump the sludge? That is my big concern. Is are we dumping sludge in the dump site? Because that's certainly not what I want to do. Where's my truck? That's not built yet, so there's nowhere for that to take the sludge, right? Oh, it's taking it directly. Okay. I like that. That's okay. But what I would rather do is I'd rather give you a link route all the way to that guy. Okay, and I'd assign a vehicle to that. So let's do that. Let's do that. So we'll get all of that set up. Okay, so we should have that be filled up with sludge. And then this thing can run way more than it's running at the moment. Yeah. So that should be pretty cool. What is this? Oh, it's more sludge being dropped off directly to these guys. I think it's just a lot of vehicles you should have a vehicle that's coming back and forth with sludge all the time, right? I'm still waiting on my first load of sludge to arrive. That turns it into digestate, and digestate runs into the other direction. Okay, let's double check that again. Well, let's make sure to keep that guy empty. And I believe you should be running the sludge through this way, right? Okay, so now that should work. That should power. That should get power. That's good. So that is a truck that's going to be used to do that. At least one truck is assigned. Now we should be able to switch over to the other one and not create dirt anymore. Yeah, and use the filter media instead. That's good. So let's remove the boost. Move over to you. While we do that, let's get rid of this one. Ever so quickly, we'll remove that thing straight away. This guy, on the other hand, we will get the U-shaped conveyor to run. Something like this. We'll unpause quick deliver, and we will demolish this guy right here and do a quick remove there and unpause that, and that should see the next round of stuff coming through here. Once that's removed, we should get the sludge in there. We can get the filter media to do its thing. There we go. Unpause that and quick deliver. Now that we've got the filter media, I'm hoping we're producing enough filter media. I haven't really checked that, but that should mean that now we're doing 160 of this, creating 80 water at the same time. Let's keep a bit of an eye out for this. Oh, that's beautiful. That's no problems whatsoever. We're barely generating any sludge. Well, we are generating sludge, and hopefully the sludge will be refed into something that is useful. Let's switch off the growth boost Now, maintenance should be up and running. Let's double check our maintenance over here. Awesome. Maintenance should now be running properly. Let's just have a look at that. That's fully loaded on maintenance. Now, I'm going to switch off the other thing, the maintenance reducer over here, and see what that does. Hopefully, it's going to maintain properly the stuff here. So what does this do? 60 seconds. It really struggles to keep pace, even though we are. So when we boosted this in the past, right, that's 240 every 60 seconds from each one of these. And when we boosted it, it doubled. It basically doubled. So all I'm saying is maybe we should do more of them. That's the only thing I can think of and we don't need many more. I think an extra one should probably hold. So let's do one more. How many do we have now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to do 2 more. It's holding, really, it is. So let's leave it as is for now and see what it's going. This ship is not properly loaded, right? What are we out of? Oh, we're out of diesel. Something's wrong with our diesel. Let's quickly see. Our crude is stuck. Yeah, there's something. In the last episode, I'm pretty sure I said something about this hydrogen connection. We need to do a better job at that. Okay, let me do that. Clear that one out. Do a very quick remove of this. We will remove the product and remove that product, and hopefully things will move along again. And now the whole thing should move. Going on over here. Going on over there. What's going on over there? Fuel gas. Okay, now everything is moving. Lots of ammonia. Wow, lots of fertilizer. What? All of a sudden, fertilizer is not our problem. Okay, now this should change this number fairly quickly. The only thing I need to see is whether we are in fact going to run out. So what I need to do is probably put an extra storage. So this thing's full, right? And that means that where this stuff is coming from, because we switched off the flare, and these guys are gonna, well, this is the only one, right? Yeah, so that's output's full. So that's going to be a quick problem for us. What's going on with this stuff? So we could flare hydrogen. Prioritize O. We could flare hydrogen, which will sort us out, at least, when we have too much here. But it's not going to help us out when we have not enough on this side. But at least now things are running. The heavy oil is not moving because the light oil is not moving because the fuel gas is not moving. And the fuel gas is coming where exactly? The fuel gas on these guys are running back to this guy. So maybe that's exactly what we're after, is we need something like that. But that should get us back up and running. I think that should get us in the all clear. But yeah, there was a bit of an issue here. When you don't have these things balanced, you're in trouble really quickly. Now we've got a groundwater resource that's not quite good for us. These are all, well, there's some water available here. These should be full. And these, I'm kind of thinking that should be okay. Switch this one off a little bit. Let's switch that one off a little bit and see if that's a big deal for us. Okay, the power is running pretty nicely and we don't need a lot more. We have these emergency sources ready to go straight away, but we really need additional water. This is dirt. We could go ahead and empty that one completely, get rid of all of the rest of it. Yeah, the sludge is making its way in there quite nicely. I mean, it should move through to the other side fairly effectively, but now we have way more fertilizer than we potentially need. This guy would empty much slower. Glass should be all good. Household goods should be all good. I think I'm going to remove the boost over there. That's not going to be required. We're actually maxed out on Unity, so we can spend Unity on a number of different things. This is empty. Oh my goodness. Let's get. Oh, we're out of diesel. Okay, well, what we're going to do is let's quickly trade for a little bit of diesel from somewhere. Who's going to give us diesel? Someone needs to give us diesel from these guys. Yeah, that's going to be okay. Let's do a couple of those. That should fill up a fuel tank or two and give us a little bit of a buffer going here while we are waiting for this. Okay, good. That's okay. That gives us a little bit of a buffer just to get a few things moving. What's missing? Water. Oh, did I switch those off and now we don't have water? Yeah, water becomes a problem really quickly. I'll switch on one of these again. Now this guy doesn't allow for import, does it? Now we've got water coming in from where? It's purely from that side. So I could potentially just keep this thing full via truck from the other side. Oh yeah, water is being dropped off here. They are keeping it full. Or they are trying to keep it full. But we do need to do a better job at that. Okay, here we go. Our maintenance is holding nicely. Our maintenance is holding nicely. What's happening with our steel situation? We probably need to up our game over here with the steel. Okay, we wanted to really do that. Ooh, and we need to double check that we are maintaining appropriate amounts of this. We are. Let's double check our mining designations quickly. They're not bad, but I'm wondering if we're heading into areas that doesn't have a lot. Yeah, we're probably heading out of it. So let's clear these off. Let's not continue digging down in any of those things. We can probably dig out a little bit more over here. A little bit of not steel, a little bit of iron ore there, and then we can make our move to the other side. Yeah, I think that's probably better. Let's not get those guys stuck on that side too much. I would like to salvage a few of these smaller trucks and build maybe a couple of bigger trucks. The one thing that we could potentially switch back on is the overloading trucks edict, because I think we can certainly make use of that. Everything else seems to be running quite nicely. We don't have a work shortage anymore, so I can switch that thing back on again. That's good. This is all running, no problems. This is running slowly though. I think what I'm going to do is add an extra one. But if we wanted to do that, we'll need to be pretty tight here. Okay, let's do that. Let's build one more of these. Do that. That should do the trick. What we're after here is the household electronics. We will need this guy to run down the back there. Just like this. Very straightforward. Yeah, it'll do this one. I'm going to unpause that while we do the rest of the planning. This guy can come up from over here. No. Keep it nice and high. Something like that. And can you then? Yeah, I'm quite comfortable with that. We'll go nuts and do that. That's okay. And we will also quickly just tie that one in there. Do the unpause. Do the unpause and the quick deliver. Okay. I paused, unpaused, unpause, quick deliver. Unpause and quick deliver, and that should see yet another one of these happen. So unpause and quick deliver over there. How's our diesel going? Diesel is coming back up. That's good. I'll go and have another look over there. But really, we need basically just need to be a little bit better at balancing things out. Next time we play, I'm not going to try and fix this thing now. We could certainly do with some. Oh no, our steel is pretty decent at the moment. All of this is running, keeping all of our numbers up and high. Ooh, look at that copper. What is the issue with the copper? Out of coal? So we don't have coal over here anymore, and we're. Ooh, look at this. Nice. Filling that hole nicely. What's our coal situation on the other side of the map here? This thing should be nice and full, right? So why are you not getting any coal? Do we need more trucks? Do a couple of trucks. Let's do a couple of big trucks. We'll do a quick deliver and get another truck out. Yeah, you just basically need a little bit of coal to be delivered over here, right? You shouldn't be too problematic. Let's get you on a P8 over there. That should be fine. That should run. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that is not working because of there's no coal here. So please get our coal back into this area. We probably need a few more trucks here. Let's do that. Actually, maybe not as many. Let's just get one for each. Okay, now coal is being moved to the other side. That's good. How's our sludge doing? Yeah, very good. How's all of this doing? Nice. It's holding up nicely. Our Unity is looking pretty good. How's our water supplies? Not good enough. Can we do the water supply a little quicker is my question. It's on 3 shifts already. We can't do it any higher than that. It's got tons of water ready. So the boat can just kind of come back and forth. Right? As long as there's diesel available, the boat will be dropping off water all the time. Wow, we really struggle to keep these things full, don't we? Can we add an extra ship to the mix and do one ship? Can we do that potentially? Once built, a repaired cargo ship can dock here and transfer cargo via touched cargo depot. Not enough maintenance 1. Have we run out of something? Probably. Yeah, run out of copper. There we go. We should see copper coming in again. Let's see if we can buy a bit of copper. I don't know if we can. Oh, we can. So let's buy a couple of coppers just so that we see about running that in again. The maintenance 1 is going to be a big challenge for us now. We should have picked up on that way sooner. This thing should go on alert as soon as that one is empty, just so that you know that you're out of copper, your copper supply is low. And similarly, when this thing is empty, you should know that your steel supply is low. Because now we're in deep trouble. It's starting to work again, but it's not. It's going to take a while to get there. Ooh, okay. Guys, I am going to end this series. I think there is tons of stuff we can improve. There's tons of stuff we can redo. There's tons of stuff we can make much better decisions on and so on. But this was my kind of learning experience with the game, and I really enjoyed it. This game is got so much going for it. It's got so much work. It really takes you ages to work your way through everything it's got to offer, and it's being expanded tremendously. Let's have a quick walkthrough of the island. So obviously this is our starting location. We fixed up our ship. We started doing research and we started growing our own food in this location. We've got plenty of fertilizer available. How's our food supply? Ooh, our food supply is dropping a little bit, but still good. So this is where our little settlement started. Then we started, we did our first little oil refinery over here because there's a few oil rigs available. And we also started building our very own construction materials, construction parts over here. It was a very basic little setup over here. We built our own vehicles, of course, in this location right there, which was a good starting point for us. Are we seeing copper coming through? Not yet. We're out of maintenance completely. There comes the copper now. Let's drop our maintenance a little bit. So let's do the maintenance reducer for the time being because things are going to start breaking fairly quickly now. So we did this little area over here and slowly we kind of expanded it a little bit and added more stuff to it. Do concrete over here, which I wanted to double up on, but it was never necessary. As soon as we figured out the problem with limestone and got our mining back up and running, the one facility over there did its trick. Then over here, actually, before we went over there, we started more mining, obviously, over here, and started getting ready for our massive refinery on that side. Once we did the basic one over here, that one we kind of ran out of room for. Then we came up here and we decided, well, we needed to do some waste treatment. We're using seawater into desalinated. With desalinated seawater, creating brine, creating glass mix over here. Then we started producing glass, and from there we started producing household goods. Glass also allowed us, of course, to do the better housing, the greenhouses, and also we needed glass for these bigger vehicles, which is good. There's a smaller one of these coming in the next update as well, so you can't just do tree harvesting with trucks in the future. So that was pretty good. That worked fairly well. We had a power setup over here that has now been completely removed because it was fairly inefficient using a lot of our coal to run that basically. This is nice and full now, so we shouldn't have further problems. The maintenance should get up and running now, and we should be all sorted with that. Steel is looking pretty good. We can obviously double up. But then when we started doing these things and I said, we needed the expansion of some of these facilities, we started planning quite modular so we can just expand things. We build one row and we expand as we go. Keep expanding. And of course, we built this enormous refinery over here. It's not balanced, so it does end up running into problems every now and again. But it's pretty good, and we are seeing a fair bit of fertilizers and things like that being produced. We also have a bit of spin-off power from this side, I believe, for the most part, but not always available due to this thing not being properly balanced, basically. Then what did we do? We then started working towards our nuclear industry. First thing, we started getting in quartz. So from quartz, we started producing molten silicone and then silicone poly over here. Silicone poly is then used on this side to create PC boards. Where is our silicone poly? I think we drop it off over here. No, that's plastics. This is glass. Where do we? Oh, here's the silicone poly. We drop it off over here. We use that to create PC boards or electronics. Actually, PC boards is from plastics, which we are creating over here. So much stuff actually happening. The other one is we started mining uranium ore. Ooh, getting out of that, aren't we? Let's double check what's going on up here with our facility. Oh, it's paused. Now unpause that so that it can start running again. So uranium ore, and from there we made it crushed ore. And we use the settling tank to create yellow cake from uranium crushed ore and acid. We also get toxic slurry, which we bring over here to a treatment facility that basically uses that and creates water from it. And some slag, which we use to fill up some other stuff. And we've got some water available over here. But we did need to use rock to go into gravel, and then gravel and sand and coal is used to produce a filter medium over here, which we use on this side, but we also use it on the other side. So that's pretty good for our just general waste treatment. From the yellow cake, we then start enriching the uranium, well, actually creating uranium pellets, which is the enrichment process. We use the yellow cake and hydrogen to do that. And then in a manufacturing facility over here, we use the uranium pellets plus steel to create uranium rods. All the way on the other side of the spectrum, oh, hang on, over here, we do create graphite from coal directly, which is also used somewhere in one of these processes. I believe it's over here, actually. Is it over here? No, is it over there? Yeah, it's over here. Over here in the silicone process, we use graphite. But that's just a little small component. We're mining various things in various places. And then over here, we set up our very spectacular nuclear power plant. It's got the ability to do 12 megawatts of power pretty consistently. It's fairly, at a power level of 2, it's fairly comfortable. It's maintaining a fairly comfortable level of power. We need an extra water source if we really want to run the extra 4 megawatts. We're getting 8 megawatts from it consistently over here, and we rarely need 8 megawatts of power. So that's all good. In terms of the Unity, we're providing to our people tons and tons of food, okay? And we are also providing them with household electronics. We're providing them with household goods, and we're obviously treating their water. Ooh, are we treating it quickly enough? And we're providing them with fresh water, and we're treating their water. So that should be missing input. What is the missing input? Oh, it's that. So that's not a problem. Oh, no. It could be chlorine. Could be chlorine. Anyway, we can probably boost that a little bit. I don't know. Yeah, because this is creating more brine than that. We could run 2 of them. But anyway, that is our Unity situation. Now, because of the little bit of a issue with wastewater from time to time, we do run into a bit of problems. So let's boost this guy. Let's get a little bit more out of it. And that should be able to deal with this a lot quicker now. Wow. What I can do is I can switch this thing on, and we can dump a few of it quickly. Okay, so with that dumped out, now we probably will hold. Okay, but anyway, that, guys, is our entire island setup. If we go to the world map, we've investigated everything. We've set up multiple oil rigs, got a quartz mine, we've got a a uranium mine. There are sawmills that we could set up, which we never did. And there are also, what else? More uranium and I think more quartz in different locations. What we don't have is the resources that we have on our island. So we don't have things like copper or limestone or anything like that. We have sulfur, but we've got so much sulfur on the island from various side products or side processes that we never even thought about doing that. We managed to maintain a pretty decent environment. We've got a few big holes. We're not really dumping stuff into the water. We've tried to avoid that. We have a few things flaring. We have in one location started scrubbing some of our pollutants. So that kind of happens. But yeah, we've tried to be fairly environmentally conscious in terms of this island. We've got all of our trees still, well, not all of our trees, but tons of trees still available. So hopefully they're capturing some of our carbon. We never even did the land bridge to cross over to this side, where I believe there was still some stuff we could mine. Oh yeah, they had gold on this side, but we don't even use gold. We don't have the ability to use gold. We could get some water over here. Was there any other sources of water? Oh, there's a source of water over there. So we could certainly start doing some water from here as well, and just make sure that we're basically grabbing water from all of our sources at the same time. But basically, that is it, guys. I'm going to call an end to this series, and I will see you in another series when the beta update happens sometime in May. and they add a huge amount of content to the game. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed it, as always, please hit that like button. I'm presuming you did so if you managed to hold on all the way to the end. I will see you in the next series. Thank you so much. Bye-bye, Landshark. Bye-bye.